Welcome to Cash and Coffee.
Brought to you by the Radar Free Press.
I'm Kayla Tenboer-Sipes.
And I'm Emma Watts.
So, today we're going to talk about what you should do if you have extra income.
Ooh.
$700 to be exact. Now, when I say extra income, this means you are already investing your 15% of your income going towards retirement. And this is just, you have all your debts paid off. This is just extra income that you have every month. And should you invest that extra $700 or should you use that money to pay off your house early? With this $700, if I put it into a mortgage payoff calculator, it's going to take off about 6 years of your mortgage. So for those 9 years of that 15-year mortgage, because we've talked about that, we know we're doing a 15-year mortgage.
Do 15 years, don't do 30 years.
So for 9 years, we'll be putting this $700 toward our house. That is 6 years early that you're going to have financial freedom. Freedom.
That's always fun.
Yes. So we have that extra 6 years of freedom. In that time, you're going to be saving $41,973 in interest for your mortgage.
Ooh, wow.
Yeah, so you're really cutting down that interest on your mortgage. In that time, let's say you are not paying extra on your house, you're going to be putting that $700 towards your investing. Mm-hmm. That's 15 years of investing. The $700, that's going to give you roughly about $290,129 in your investments. Now that's at a rate of return, a 10% rate of investment. And over time, the average has been between 10 and 12% per year. So for this example, we're just doing a 10% rate of investment, which means that down here, we're going to be investing your full mortgage payment for 25 years. So after you get that paid off, mm-hmm. we're going to calculate for 25 years, if you invest your full mortgage payment with that $700, which I estimated our mortgage payment is going to be about $1,600. So that means you're going to be investing about $2,300 a month. At the end of that 25 years, you will have a nest egg of $3,051,716. Okay, that sounds pretty good.
That sounds pretty good.
Yeah. Well, over here, if we look at after that 15 years, we were investing with that mortgage, which was the $1,600. Then for only 19 years, so less time after that, 19 years, we're investing that $2,300 with a total of $3,479,396 in our investing. And by the time of retirement, your house will be paid off, mm-hmm. but here, we saved some money on interest here, which is nice, but we also had 6 years of that extra freedom where if this happened in that 25 years after that 9 years, if an emergency happens, mm-hmm. if the car breaks down, we need to buy a new car, emergency, family emergency, something happens health-wise, we have that extra money, that 6 years of cushion. But we're also, we're getting rid of that risk. So you have that cushion, you're getting rid of the risk of having the debt longer. And if you end up doing that investing, that $700, we have that nice chunk plus this extra $2,300 per month, you will end up with more money at retirement. Both ways, you're going to have a paid for house.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay? So really, numbers-wise, it's more beneficial to be investing instead of putting that extra money towards your house. But if you're a worrywart, mm-hmm. if you don't like having that mortgage every month, which is the way I am, I don't like having a mortgage, so that's why I personally want to pay off my house as fast as possible, I personally will be doing this. Numbers wise, it doesn't make sense because at retirement, I would have $427,680 less at retirement if I paid off my house. That's a whole other house.
Very much so.
That I could pay.
And more.
So really at the end of the day, you have to look in the mirror and you have to think about how risk adverse are you? How do you like having a mortgage? How is that gonna affect you when your mortgage is paid off? I have heard several people have said, well, now that I don't have a mortgage, I don't have to work. So you really have to look at yourself and figure out what kind of spender are you? What kind of saver are you? How much risk you're willing to take on. So, but overall, numbers wise, yes, it is better to be investing that extra $700.
Thank you so much, Kayla. I never would have thought about it breaking it down like this before. And I'm sure a lot of people watching right now who are probably in the middle of trying to pay off a house while trying to invest in their future will find this extremely helpful.
Yeah, it's just a different view of how you can handle your finances.
Yeah.
Instead of putting everything in your emotions, which is kind of what I was doing. Now I took a step back and realized, like, maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I should just be investing that money, but it's what you want in your life. And that's what you go after, and you can create a plan, and you do it.
Yes, that's one thing Kayla's taught me. Have that plan
Have
in
it a
place.
plan.
Yeah. Well, thanks so much, Kayla.
Yeah, of course.
We would also like to thank our production team for helping put these videos on, as well as our audience. Don't forget that the Radar Free Press is free. So we rely on your likes, comments, shares, and subscriptions to keep us thriving. And for more videos like this, check out theradar.online.